Oh, what is going on? Why's my? I don't hear.
Yeah, I forgot I have my podcast.
Oh shit! I feel. Oh, Christine, hold on. Christine, we can't ruin the intro now. We
Oh,
here.
my
We
bad.
live. It's the controversial best food show. We gotta get into the intro though. We gotta get, Best, this for you. This one's just for you. This one's just for you, Best. Big Sosa. You feel me? Big Sosa in the building. Big Sosa in the building, man. Big Sosa in the building, man. It's the controversial best food show.
Y'all made me go harder. I got my daughter. Yeah.
Hold on. Y'all thought it was over. We got Christine. Big Leo energy. Big Leo energy. Listen, man, we got Big Leo energy in the building. It's going to get real active. We got Best Active. Come on.
From Miami, what?
I got my daughter.
I don't know why this song came so low.
Oh, so Sus, look up. Nah, you got to the back. Do it again. Christine, you got to do it again.
Come on. We here today.
Christine, put it back on her, bro. Get the intro lit.
It's lit.
They ain't see it.
Let's get it. Let's get it act. I don't need to see nothing. Listen, hey, we here.
Nah, they was twerking.
It's active, man. We provide the vibes. If you didn't know, it's the controversial best of soup show. I'm here with my guest, man. My co-host. The boisterous, loud, always need more hosts. Slowly maturing Best. Shout out to Best. And the beautiful and always controversial Christine in Miami, shaking ass and acting up. So it's getting real active, man. But I feel like I should play one more thing. I don't know what I want to play, but I think, matter of fact, we're gonna do it for Chicago one more time. Shout out to Chicago, man. It's truly your favorite host, best pod in the world, best host in the world, Vince Swoops. So we're gonna do it like this.
Only 30, I use that 8. If a nigga throw rake 6 shots to the face. Hitters don't play, they hit that cake. Now I never wreck you, my mouth the
RP LA Capone, man. We here today. I told you, we choosing violence.
Niggas ain't really gonna feel with me, and I ain't gonna have to go through 50.
We choosing violence today. Man. This is low.
Lawless LA.
RP LA. I knew the best was gonna feel last set. I just had to go up and do something for best one more time, man.
LA, man. All Chicago legends, man. Von, Doug, all them niggas, bro.
We here, man. We are here. It's a lot of things that's been going on this week. Biggest thing going on right now, just to keep you guys up to date. Shout out to my brother Big E. Pause. My nigga Malave, the Jiggy Aura merch. Always gotta rock that. So this quick update: Devin Haney, Lomachenko fought last night. People were really upset about this unanimous decision, and it's all over the internet. But we're about to get into some hip hop shit. Best, Christine. Well, Christine, how is y'all guys' weekend? Christine, you in Miami? Not trying to tell me who your friend is because I don't know. She think I'm a bad guy. What's going on with that?
That's hate, Christine, bro.
That's hate, super hate.
Hey, listen, Christine. If you wanted one of our friends, we'd have put you in a position. You feel me? So don't be a hater out here.
Nah, I had to dub all the ones that were your friends.
Who? Wait, who? Whoa! All of what?
Don't dub my friends.
Don't do that because I haven't sent anybody away. So
I'm about to say, don't dub my friends because I ain't dubbing your friends. We ain't playing that game.
Oh nah, listen.
Bad people, you know what I'm saying? They can't handle money.
I just got
But what's going on, y'all?
What's up, Best? How your weekend going, man? What you did, man?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. This weekend I was working for. I ain't really doing nothing. This is my off week, bro. The next couple weeks is mad stuff going on, you know. But Terry Rooftop Party, ZQ Party. You got Sexy Red coming to Rochester. You got the Ray Part 2 coming. Like PG coming to Rochester. Mills is coming to Rochester. There's mad shit going on, bro.
No, man. It could get real crazy. My weekend been cool, man. I was at a graduation party. Shout out to my homeboy, Educated Thug, and his niece is actually graduating this week, Tuesday from high school. She's going to the University of Oregon. So a big shout out to her, man. That's a major thing. We always want to congratulate young people when they moving up in the world. You feel me? And I was chilling. I work. You know, my weekends be chill. I went out there for breakfast the other day. Probably gonna go out for breakfast again. That's about it. My weekend starts after today. What's new? What's going on in the hip hop world? Best. I don't have the notes in front of me. I seen what you was texted out. What do we
Y'all
want
want
to
to
say first?
Yep.
Hold on,
Nah.
finesse two times. Finesse two time keep making this show. This nigga finesse two time. You are a freaky stud, man. You are one freaky
Yo, he
stud.
called that man a stud.
Yo, you was one freaky stud, man. Like
Bruh.
boy put the tape out for no reason, and you wasn't putting in no pain. Gee, you gotta chill, man.
You seen the vid? I ain't even watched the vid. That shit ended up on my Twitter timeline.
It ended up on my Twitter joint too. That's how I see the joint. But I'm like, yo, bro, you not putting in no pain, bro. Like you should have took a blue chew. You should have called Cameron for a pink horsepower or something, bro.
But
Shots fired.
then he got 3 girlfriends, and everybody upset with him because in one of the photos with his 3 girlfriends, his daughter was in the picture, right? And all the 3 girls had their hair done, and the girl and his partner had their hair done. So everybody made a big deal out of that.
So I don't know about these situations, and also we don't know what his daughter was doing. We don't know if he just got her that day, or whatever the case may be. He could have probably got his daughter hair done. Who knows? Christine, you got to take on this one. Christine don't got no take on. Christine's in Miami. She's active.
Oh, you trying to?
Yeah, you might want to keep your sneaky link out the video, though. I'm just saying.
No, she's saying the dude trying to holler at her.
Oh.
We can't hear you on mute. You can tell by her look that she don't know who that guy was.
Oh,
You just look at it.
Oh my God! This
Not
is
you call him a 4K.
Nah, I'm dead.
But yeah. So finesse two times. What y'all think about that situation? Oh, you said that you don't get into it. I know that bed got to be an XXL. You told me going there tonight. Hang out with me. The bed, you saw the pictures, best of finesse two
I
times.
see the picture. Everybody had a big ass deal because they're like, bro, what type of influence they put on your daughter? You had 3 girlfriends out there, and then they got their hair done. They looking, I don't know. People say they're looking good, and your daughter just did with a messed up hairstyle.
Yeah.
I know it's a messed up hairstyle, but I don't think that's a presentable Instagram picture.
How old is the daughter?
I want she's like probably anywhere between 7 to 13.
I don't really know because like I don't a 7-year-old doing her hair. How long does it last? Really, maybe a week or two before she like start doing 7-year-old shit. If she's 13, it may take a little bit longer. But again, we don't know what I can't judge her from a picture because as much as fun as it is to make finesse two times, we don't know if he actually had his daughter prior to that picture being took, or did he go pick her up that day? Whether she had an appointment set up. It's just people just running and say something.
Look what I sent on
Everybody wanna have
Instagram.
Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Nah, that's cool. I got this.
So everybody having a problem with
Her
everybody
hair don't even look that crazy. Like, what kind of hairstyle you want the kid to have? These women got on lace fronts and all kinds of stuff and glue. Well, not glue, but lace fronts. She got some braids and just the baby. She might have sweated a little bit, and the baby hairs is up.
But then another problem was people like, what type of influence are you putting on your daughter?
What do you mean? They're polygamous people exist in the world. I'm not saying that that's how I'll move for me specifically, but there are people that come like a lot of people come from mixed families. A lot of people are saying this. They dad got kids by multiple women. So what is that saying to people? Like you can't judge somebody on that, man.
I feel like people were mostly upset because they feel like he's not teaching her self-respect. But
in what way though? I just want to know in what way, because if the women he's with choose to be with him, they made that choice. He's not making them be there. And also, just because his daughter sees that doesn't mean she want to be there. How many people come from parents that are considered like on gangster time or negative stuff, but they turn around and they become police officers and things of that nature because they don't want to be anything like their parents? Like, come on now, man. That's low hanging fruit. I'm not arguing with you, but I'll disagree with you.
It gotta be somebody that's from that perspective that could better explain that. Because me personally, I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care either. And I've worked as y'all know. I worked in the social services space for some time, and I've come across children of families that were polygamous families, and people look at it as what kind of example they put in, but also you're not thinking about how much support is there because there may be 3 people involved in a relationship instead of just 2, or 1, or none. So, or 4 people because Maybe mom got married and then dad got married, and then they just have four people that care, four adults that care about that person's young person's well-being. People got to just stop trying to throw things just because it's not going towards their own morals and things.
I agree. I mean, as a picture, I guess you want everybody talking. That's what you got. Everybody conversating because everybody conversating about the situation with his son. Now they conversating about his daughter. Next thing you know, he's gonna be conversating about his nephew, bro. So I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you know, he just came home for 5 years. Everybody probably at his house. He probably the what's it called the money getting the family. So everybody just probably come kick it in his house at this point.
And probably he probably was doing stuff like this way before, just that the woman probably might have been a little bit uglier. Who knows? Who knows? Like he probably been doing this. It's probably been was his lifestyle, but people were just there to judge.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's nothing too crazy. I mean, sure.
I feel like there's kids that seen worse, bro. I ain't gonna lie, especially in the hood, bro. Like, definitely kids that seen worse. So I ain't too mad.
I don't be caring too much. Let's get into some actually good. Ja Morant sneakers taken off of Nike website.
Yep.
Ja Morant, you done fucked up. You done fucked up now. You done fucked up. Because first of all, let's get into this Ja Morant thing a little bit more. Because I know some people had issues with what we said on social media last week, and then some of the things that we said on the show last week. So how you feeling? What you feel last week changed at all?
Nope, you gotta be accountable. You're a grown ass man, bro. You're a grown ass man, bro.
Even when people throwing the Chris Kaman example out there and stuff like that. I think Steven Jackson, you pulled the whole move with that. I'm not gonna and I like Steven Jackson, but Steven Jackson, that's kind of you trying to prove a wrong with another wrong and trying to say.
Listen, the difference between what Chris Kaman was doing, I didn't really look into it or I didn't remember hearing about it, but I'm pretty sure when he has a weapon, it's for hunting animals. The NBA don't probably got no issue with hunting animals, but when you got a pole situation, bro, then the music you listen to is promoting like black on black violence, bro. NBA is not having that, bro. Chris Kaman's probably situation is probably more on some animal for me going hunting.
It's definitely country boy. It's definitely country boy, gun culture kind of thing, where he's in his home at a gun range, stuff like that, not in a car, listening to NBA YoungBoy, standing on top of cars and just flat and brandishing the firearm for no reason.
And this is my big thing. Even Ja Morant knew he was wrong. Even his friend knew they was wrong for that situation because as soon as he picked the gun, they went like this. If they didn't believe they was wrong, they'd have probably kept doing it over and over again, bro. So they both know they was wrong. You feel me?
My biggest thing I have a problem with is people like JJ Redick, people like Gilbert Arenas, some of the people on the internet making it seem like, oh, well, he didn't break a law. When you sign to work under a private entity, they have their own governing body and rules. And you don't have to break a law per se, but if you do something where your conduct makes the company's image look bad, then they have the right to suspend you or give you some kind of punishment.
For instance, right? A lot of people that work 9 to 5, bro, all that flashing guns and stuff like that, they do it in their private stores for a reason. It's really people smoke weed. They fake they don't smoke weed because you work for a company. You know the company's not gonna let you represent them, bro. Especially you like the fake. Like let's just say progressive, right? And that girl Flo, you know that girl Flo that you doing the commercials, bro. If she was to be doing guns and stuff or smoking weed, I bet she should be out of here, bro.
Listen, man. When's the last time you seen Kramer on TV? He was on there saying nigger in one of his stand-up comedies, nigga and all that. They had it on video. I haven't seen Kramer on anything since. I could go even further. I could go to a regular motherfucker. What happened with somebody? Remember when they said Perry's Pizza niggas is racist? Niggas ain't going to Perry's no more. It's like people lose sponsorship. They lose. The woman that was saying that the boy was stealing the bike that he paid for, the city bike that worked for Presbyterian Hospital, that woman, yeah, she's about to lose her job off of a video. She didn't break a law.
But when you in a certain position, you're held to certain.
Absolutely.
I'm on the podcast.
That's like us being on the podcast right now, right? And let's just say, for instance, we say fuck such and such, such and such, such and such. We are podcasters, bro. People are gonna cancel us quick. So why are you playing this role of street niggas?
Man, not even that. When we had our little talk about the LGBTQ shit. We could have got canceled for that. It don't have to. Kyrie Irving lost everything from Nike for putting out a tweet or Instagram post. Everything. Right. He was suspended. Like, for putting out just a video, just for putting out something on Amazon. Whether it was distasteful or not, because the rhetoric of that movie, dude, the rhetoric, your actions is showing a certain rhetoric. You cannot sit there and constantly say, well, this, that, and the third. Yes, we get. I'm not trying to say condemn him. I understand Ja's young. I understand Ja's going to make mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes in my life too. To this day, I still make mistakes. I'm not saying I'm above anything or am I perfect. But you have to understand what you're doing at some point in time. And it's like nobody wants to hold them accountable for doing better. They want to make excuses for him. I'm talking about you, Steven Jackson. I'm talking about you, Gilbert Arenas. I'm talking about you, JJ Redick, and everybody else on that boat.
You know what? Everybody, Steven, like, I ain't gonna put JJ Redick in this one, but Steven Jackson and who was the other person you said?
Gilbert Arenas. They both have firearm incidents too. Paul Pierce as well.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes Steven Jackson says some smart shit, but Gilbert Arenas really don't be saying no smart shit for real, bro. And this is my thing right here, right? Steven Jackson, right? Why are you going to O Block to check in? You're a grown ass man. You're a millionaire. Why are you going to O Block, bro? Like, what sense does it make for you to go O Block? Oh, I gotta check on real niggas, blah blah.
Bro, you're 40 something years old, damn near 50. Nigga.
Trying to be young and be street, trying to prove to the community you're real. Like, it gets to the point, bro. Not fuck being real, but like, why does that shit even matter to you, bro? You're from Memphis. Where's Steven Jackson from, bro?
He's from Texas. Port Arthur, Texas. Port Arthur, Texas is real. He's from the same place as George Floyd.
Bro, why you going to Chicago, bro? To check into O Block. Why, if you doing that for O Block, you doing that for clout. Why not go to like a hood on 68 where nobody knows, since you being real and checking in? But it's because you want to do it for image. I go to O Block because it's cool. That's just corny, bro. You gotta get to a certain point, but that shit's not cool to you no more, bro. And Gilbert Arenas is the wrong nigga to take advice from too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. As the best player, he's one to go. You feel me? But when it comes to like how to, bro, that nigga was doing all types of wild shit when Nick Young, bro. Like, he's the wrong person to take advice from.
People gotta understand, bro. It's not about being tough. It ain't about right or wrong. It's just about being smart, man. Make the right decision. If you can make the right decision, you'll be in a better space. But he's not making the right decision whatsoever. And I really don't know what to say as far as what Gilbert and them is giving them. But I think shout out to Kenyon Martin, man, because I watched Gilbert's show. I'm a fan of what Gilbert Arenas does. I like the show a lot. So for me, the biggest thing I've been seeing is that Kenyon Martin is actually giving some real knowledge and some real stuff and telling Ja he need to clean his image up. He said, "Sure, you might even want to cut the locks off, do something different so that the NBA won't be on your back." Everybody does stuff, but it's about how much you put out there. And with with Ja is just, he's constantly making more and more issues for himself, which he doesn't need.
You might be in the NBA, but all them sponsorships, that shit going out the window if you keep moving. You gotta remember, bro, who's buying tickets? Who's buying tickets? Who's coming to the games? Who's buying the shoes? Yeah, black people buy it, but who's
there's even black people that don't want to see it. Like, they don't want, like, black. All of us that's saying something to you, Ja, we just want you to be all right, man. We know how hard it is to be one of them few that make it in the NBA, especially to be a person to be considered face of the league. We want you to get all your money, take care of your people, and your people got to stop putting you in trouble, man. Especially your mom, because a lot of these things coming out, been like the mom calls Ja to go pull up on somebody at Foot Action. Mom calls Ja to go because come to assist the game to press somebody. Like, yo, your son is not a thug.
And let's just say this, right? Before all that, right? The Memphis was like the number one team in the West, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
It was the number one team in the West. That should just cost you the first suspension just cost you a contracting section, bro. Where you just lost out on millions of dollars. Why continue to go down that route, bro? Do you want to keep losing money, bro? Because everybody only has their peak for so long in the NBA, especially the way you play, bro. You probably won't. I'm not gonna say now. Let me put that in the air, but yeah, we seen the way you play your play style, and it hasn't lasted a lot of plays a long
It
time.
has not lasted, guys, a long time. From Allen Iverson
I'm not,
to Derrick Rose. I'm not saying we're not saying we want anything bad to happen to Ja. That's not what we're saying at all. We don't expect nothing bad to happen to Ja, but he's very explosive, and those explosive guys, they lose their athleticism over time, and they can and they will get hurt. We might have lost Christine for this episode, but it's all good. Me and Bess is gonna hold it down. Christine, appreciate you for
yeah,
being
man,
here.
lit.
She's in Miami right now. So it was Mother's Day last week. She's in Miami right now. We just trying to make sure everything is cool and copacetic. What else we got going on? Ooh, oh, Glorilla. So what do we want to do? We want to go Glorilla, we want to go Dirk, or we want to go Cube? Or we want to go
Let's go
Ross
Dirk.
versus DJ Envy? And the
Let's go Dirk
Beige
real quick, bro.
Rage.
So recently, Dirk just dropped a song called "All My Life" with J. Cole,
Which was
Yes,
was very mid.
huh?
Very mid.
I think it's mid. Like we said last time, we
I
think
like
it's
Dirk,
mid.
but I think that I don't want to say Dirk has some songs I like. That's not one of them. Shout out to Cole though.
And bro, basically the main reason for us to listen to this song because Lil Durk fed into the beef for Young Boy or whatever they had going on. He fed into it, and that made everybody want to listen to what Lil Durk was dropping. It was on some positivity junk, which I don't think Dirk is there all the way. We didn't believe, like you said, we didn't believe it, right?
He didn't
So
believe what
now-
he was rapping.
Huh?
He didn't believe what he was rapping.
So boom. Now it becomes the thing. He's been doing his post. What's it called? Not post run. Media. What's that word called for media? When everybody press run.
Mhm.
He's been doing press run, right? And he really went viral for since they're like, yo, I'm not into lyrical rappers and J. Cole snap. I didn't think that was a big ass deal, but people making a big ass deal like Wallow didn't into lyrical rappers that he's sitting on them.
Because everybody don't want to listen to lyrical rappers. You know who's a
That was
lyrical
my whole
rapper that I
point,
don't want to listen to? Joyner Lucas. Lyrical as hell. Can rap his ass off. I don't want to hear it. Another one. Logic.
you know who you don't like?
I don't want to hear it.
You know who you don't like too? Dave East. How you forget the boy Dave
He's
East?
not lyrical to me. Nah, Davey's been doing better
Davey's
lately. He been doing better.
lyrical,
He ain't lyrical, man. That shit is if we going on Davies
I
on
ain't
two,
looked at that shit
he
in a
like
long
a 70,
time.
he like a
Alright, but
72 on 2K. I give Davies a 72 on 2K.
Lyrically,
Rap rating, yeah, 72.
Dave East is lyrical, bro.
But then who? Because if we talk about lyrical shit, he better than Smoke DZA.
But there's levels to shit.
Is
He's
he better?
lyrical.
Is he better? Is he on what? On but what? I have to put him on the whole
Alright,
spectrum.
what's your definition of a lyrical rapper? Let's get that. out of the way.
Listen, we just named some. Machine Gun Kelly, super lyrical. Joyner Lucas, super lyrical. Lupe Fiasco, one of the pinnacles of lyricism. I'm just saying, even if we go Scarface, if we go Cube, I could go a couple of ways. You feel me? Wayne, it's a bunch of guys I can name.
Don Q lyrical. Wait,
Don Q is lyrical, but Don Q is he's not the most lyrical. Like I wouldn't call him lyrical miracle. He's a street. He's more of the street lyrical kind of guy on some like that Prodigy school of thought. I would say.
alright, would you consider G Herbo lyrical? Because people
Yes.
consider G Herbo lyrical.
Yeah.
But
But
you
again-
consider G Herbo lyrical, not
But
Dave East.
I didn't say Davies is not lyrical. I just don't think he's top tier. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
Davies got some bars. You feel me? But then I think sometimes he put things together and it don't sound the best, or doesn't come out the best. Because sometimes his delivery to me is a little underwhelming. He has a very monotone voice, so it kind of plays a factor for me. I might maybe if I read the lyrics more and not just listen to him say it.
Yo, Dave, you gotta make a song.
I don't
for-
listen. I don't dislike Dave. I just
No,
don't.
no, I'm just saying. You gotta put some bass in your voice, or something like that.
Bro, when he rap Method Man song, that's you, Bess? No, that is you. When he rap Method Man song on the Wu-Tang show, it just didn't sound good to me.
I'm still here. You can hear me?
It just didn't sound the best to me. But shout out to Dave East, man. Shout out to Dave East. It's a bunch of lyrical people. There's lyrical miracle guys, and some people won't like him. Tyler the Creator, lyrical as hell. I love his music. Some people don't.
Right.
So it was just about what you prefer to listen to. And I'm not a person that want to hear a person just rap just to rap. I also want to hear some content too. Like it's about the content. It's about Eminem is one of the highest levels of the ability to rap. Eminem is top tier. He's in that 1%. So I get it. So because sometimes you can't be super lyrical and rap about sliding on ops on some of these beats. It just doesn't sound good. It is what it is. Glorilla, what's Glorilla talking about? She don't want to get married. Just,
Yeah.
All right,
and
listen. Listen. If you're going to be a doorknob, I just need to turn, baby.
And I go a lot. I seen a lot. I was reading through the series, bro, and I seen a lot of people, a lot of females. Because niggas, I don't think niggas really care to get married. Niggas really do it for the females for the most
Nah,
part.
niggas
So,
want to get married, bro.
but I feel like my generation is not into marriage no more, especially social media in the way. Like people be like, bro, I be have my fun and keep it pushing. And I seen a lot of girls co-sign. I seen a lot of niggas co-sign that's around my age. What's
But
your thoughts on
also, y'all young as fuck, bro. So like you saying that in my generation, y'all niggas ain't lived enough yet. So you're gonna feel that way when you're young because you feel like the world is your oyster and you got mad shit to do. And the older you get, the more you want stability in your life and consistency. Like I said, do I want to get married one day? Absolutely. Am I in a rush to get married? Absolutely not. I'm just going to take what life brings me. But I believe marriage is still a thing that people want to do. It's just gonna look different in different generations.
I feel like social media is playing a role into because
Social
nowadays,
media is
like,
not reality. That's
no,
what it is.
no. Who said this? Who said this? I seen this on Instagram. I was one of the reels, bro. They said the reason relationships is worse than what it used to be. Because back in the day, before everybody had cellular devices in their phone, it was like you would go the whole day without talking to your soulmate or your significant other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you are like, and then you'll come home and you're like, "How's your day?" Y'all break it down. Y'all can have a discussion. Nowadays, every 10 minutes, what
It's
you
nothing.
doing?
It's
What you
nothing
doing?
to talk about, and that's
Yeah,
one of the biggest things. This generation built a big level of codependency and not enough independency in relationships, or just in not just romantic relationships, but as in being a human being. You always have to be connected to someone. I remember a few episodes back we started. I told you like the first hour of my day, maybe two, I try not to touch my phone
right.
when I wake up. I want to go through my routine and stuff like that. Only reason I touched my phone this morning when I woke up was because I had to call Cracked Egg and excuse me, Cracked Egg was all right. They kind of messed up my order, but I wanted to get some Belgian waffles and I didn't want to have to wait in line. So the only reason I picked up my phone this morning was to call them. But other than that, I really try to take time to myself. And then I'm big on you go live your life, I go live my life, and then when we see each other later in the day, we can have something to talk about. Because if we talk all day long,
Ain't got nothing to talk about.
that's like people like, yeah, y'all should do y'all show every day. I mean, what the fuck are we gonna talk about every day? Like, it's
We
like,
had nothing to talk about today. We had to come with some scratch right now.
I mean, we have some stuff to talk about. We just didn't put. I forgot to send stuff out there during the week, but that's exactly what it is. You have to. I commend anybody that has a 5-day, like the radio shows that go 5 days a week and stuff like that. Shout out to K Fly who goes on multiple times a week. I commend anybody who does that because it's so much to talk about.
But you
It's
gotta think about
it's so little to talk about with so much time.
also with them, they do a lot of interviews and stuff. It's not like sports where you could just you watch the game. Watch when basketball season end right now, everybody gonna go on break for a little bit. Well, is MLB coming right after
MLB
basketball?
is going on. Already started. Excuse me. Remember, I went to the Diamondbacks game like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm not
baseball
really-
season
I'm not-
is in swing, but you know that they don't like to cover baseball, so they're gonna talk. All they're gonna talk about is OTAs, rookie mini camps, NBA offseason trades and stuff like that, NFL preseason stuff, and then Hall of Fame. NFL Hall of Fame is coming up, so they're gonna talk about those kind of things and college football too, because college football started a little bit earlier than NFL football, and they're gonna be talking about those things. But other than that, it's really slow around this time. After this NBA final, it's gonna be real slow until college football starts back up. But that's how it gets because it's not enough things to cover. And the thing is, baseball, it's a lot to cover with baseball, but baseball is not as popular in the country as it used to be. Because if you really cover baseball, they have 180 something games. It's a lot to talk about because it's a bunch of games every night. But people don't know. They might cover I think it's gonna be some FIBA basketball this year, so they might be talking about that stuff too.
Too. And now you got a little what's called Bronny on USC. That just gave it a whole new market.
Bronny and Dennis Rodman Jr. going to USC.
And I think the #1 point guard or something like that on USC. And now what's making this shit better for the guys like ESPN, you got all these basketball players or content. You feel me? Like Paul George got his podcast. You got
Is DeMar DeRozan official part of the podcast, or he's just a reoccurring guest?
Reoccurring guests, but now they get some stuff to talk about. Like recently, I watched the I think it was the first episode, DeMar DeRozan and Paul George, right? And they just talked about how a lot of players in the NBA are sorry, like they can't play basketball. They really play for content. That's gonna become a conversation now. You feel me? Like Now they giving people stuff to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's but I feel like this whole year is kind of moving a little slow. Cause what rap album came out this year that we talked about? Cause you know what's crazy? There still hasn't been a number one rap album yet this year.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not in the mindset where I've been bumping albums anyways, bro. No funny shot.
I just feel like it hasn't been a lot of crazy music dropping. There's been music dropping, but it doesn't feel
It's
like
been mediocre.
it doesn't feel like anything that has stuck has dropped this year yet. We don't have a summer song yet. Like usually, I just had to go into an old Chicago set real quick and play some stuff.
I ain't gonna. The summer song right now is Pound Town.
Nah,
Nah, it is, bro. Girls love that,
I mean
bro.
girls love it, but it's not the same. It's not. It don't have that same feel that FNF had when it came out.
And that's our problem right there. Because I was talking to CQ when.
No, it's not. It's not a problem. I'm just saying. I don't talk about the feeling of the song. I'm talking about the feeling of the momentum of the movement.
FNM was different. Like the whole song is fire, but that
It don't even matter if the song wasn't fire. It just was a movement. Like remember when Young M.A dropped "Ooh" that summer? It just was a whole vibe around the song.
You don't think Pound Town got that vibe?
Hell no. People look at it as a satire song. And most of like they're gonna twerk, they're gonna do it, but they don't look at it as a real song. It's just funny to them. And
It's because the lyrics you said. Like,
it's just not. It's not made to stick. And I don't know if she's gonna stick, but we'll see.
Let's see. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like her energy is crazy, so I feel like she can stay along.
What you said, Mike? Hold on, what you said, Mike? Yeah, Ooh came out 6 years ago, so it was and people it gives you a certain. So even remember when YG dropped My Nigga?
Yeah,
like it's just those songs that it's a bigger budget, but even when Munch came out, it was a movement behind it. I don't feel a movement.
Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
Listen, yes, it did, bro. Listen. No, they're not, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. They do not play that booty hole song on the radio out here. Munch gets spins on the West Coast on the radio. Prime time hours.
They're not gonna play Pound Town because
they play Munch, bro. They play Munch. Listen, Mike could tell you they play Munch on the radio.
Munch is appropriate to play on the radio.
It ain't.
A lot of people don't know what Munch is, bro. A lot of people don't know what Munch is.
No, it ain't. They know what it is now, and it still get played on the radio right now.
But it's different, bro.
To me, it don't have that same feel. What memes or what videos are you seeing? Women was going crazy with the Munch video. I mean, song on their videos.
I was Christine was here. Pound Town got the same effect as Munch.
It don't. I'm outside, bro. I don't.
Well, I'm outside too.
I don't. Again, I'm out. Best. You in a smaller city.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I'm talking about different demographics, and I'm talking about I'm talking your demographic, my demographic, and everything in between. I don't really. Pound Town gets played because it's new and women are twerk to it, but it's not the same like how they was going crazy about Munch. Women was calling dudes a Munch. Women still try to find a Munch right now. No women not running out here talking about my booty hole brown. They're not saying that. They laugh at it as a joke. They don't take it as a real thing. It hasn't grown legs on its own.
It's going to though.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
Well, let's talk about what else we put in the chat.
I don't think so. What else we got? We got DJ Envy versus Rick Ross.
I didn't even know. I don't know how that started. I watched a couple of clips, but how did that start?
They was going back and forth. Some things said on the Breakfast Club. Some things Ross has been posting on social media. He been calling DJ Envy Beige Boy and Beige Rage, which is crazy. Ross, you already been in trouble before. I don't think coloristic comments is going to help you because you've been in trouble before for saying silly things. And Ross has a tendency to just talk, and he be saying shit that don't make no sense. He used to be talking and he be saying it with so much conviction, but be wrong as a bitch. Like, bro, you're not even saying that, my nigga. Wrong as hell. But it's about their car shows, I guess. And Ross is saying how his car show is more successful than Envy's. That's whack. This is hip hop. Like, do your thing. And
I ain't gonna lie. Of course, it's gonna be like. I don't.
Envy been doing his for a while, but it's really usually been tri-state area based. So
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how car shows walk, but car shows walk. I don't know how car shows work. I'm pretty sure Rick Ross is always gonna do better than Envy just because of his name, bro. Like you could put like You could be the best car salesman out there. Rick Ross puts his name in there.
But
That name.
a bunch of them do car shows. Funk Master Flex did car still. I think he still does his. Do
Is there
car
good
shows.
money in there or something? Like, why is everybody
It's
doing
just
it?
it's just a thing where they got vendors come. They show people show their cars, all kinds of stuff, and they do make some money. But they've been doing it for like Flex been doing this since I was a kid. So NV been doing it just as long. So it doesn't matter how much bigger it is or who comes there. This is really
Why
just
not
low
combine
hanging
the
fruit.
two?
Yo, low hanging fruit is my new favorite word, my new favorite phrase for the rest of the year. If I think something is beneath me, I'm gonna just call it low hanging fruit. I'm not even talking about it. It's low hanging fruit.
Oh, snap. Yo, I just broke my chair. Either that or I'm getting fat.
Yeah, he was wilding. DJ Self said Ice Cube is way better than who?
Oh, Nas.
Oh, I was not prepared for this conversation. I was not prepared. I wish I could call Lennon right now. Cause I wish like we could have Lennon come on the show and talk about this. Cause I need somebody that can actually talk about this with. I don't know how I feel about this comment.
They're two different generations for real.
No, they're not. Not really. Not really.
I mean,
Cube's solo work came out in the 90s when Nas was doing what he was doing. Nas came out in 94. I think America's Most Wanted came out in 90, 91, maybe? 92?
Well, dang, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really have no take on the conversation because again,
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this conversation. Otherwise,
I wasn't alive during that.
Yeah, so America's Most Wanted came out in 90 and Nas' album came out in 94. So I don't know, man. That's a good conversation to have. Nas versus Cube. I think Nas is still going and Nas is able to add to his legacy. Cube isn't focused on rapping anymore. But damn, that's a crazy. Yeah, I gotta call Lennon on here next week, man. Cause ain't no way this is a crazy conversation to have, man. I don't even know where I want to go with this.
Yeah, I don't got no take on that yet because I wasn't alive during that era. I know Nas is a great. I know Cube is a great. But if you want to talk about records, I didn't listen to all. I never listened to Cube. I had Cube album, and I probably heard one Nas project. But that's, again, I'm from the East Coast, so it's advantage that.
So
Nas
the thing
got
about Cube is a lyricist. Like America's Most Wanted is East Coast production. Like Cube one of them, bro. He don't just rap on West Coast beats. So I don't know. I really gotta. I want to do my research a little bit more before I prepare my argument and decide which way I want to go. But I like this discussion a lot. Also, best congratulations to your Heat being up 2-0 in the series. 2-0 in the series, and they took both games in Boston.
3-0 tonight. So,
Laker fans, Mike, I don't know if you're a Laker fan or not. Be very wary because the sweep is on the horizon. Please don't get swept. I didn't want you. But LeBron talk about I want to make history. Bron, I don't see y'all winning 4 games in a row against this team. I'm sorry. 4 games in a row? I don't think so. There's something different about Jamal. Jamal Murray's back, and he's different.
That boy had 30 at half yesterday, bro.
Jamal Murray's different. What else we got? Joker's different. It don't matter who you throw at him. Y'all don't got nothing for him. It's just you can't do. We see, honestly, if Embiid didn't have the season he did and the matchup, when they had their matchup, didn't do what he do, I can see Jokic could have won a 3rd MVP in a row. He's that good. It's hard to watch him during the season because he doesn't have the highlights and stuff. But if you watch him in the series and see how effective he is on the game, you understand why he's a top 5 player in the league right now. Whether you want to agree or not. He's part of the future. I was talking to one of my homeboys. Shout out to my guy Maney. He said his game reminds him of Kevin McHale, and it was somebody else. I think he said Dirkish. It may have been Dirk. He has like a Dirk and Kevin McHale feel to his game. No, he said Hakeem Olajuwon and Kevin McHale combination. If you took Hakeem Olajuwon and combine and stuff like some of his skills and mixed it with Kevin McHale and that at Kevin McHale's level of athleticism, you get Jokic. And I don't disagree.
I don't disagree. I
Don't
can see,
disagree.
I
But
definitely see it.
what else is going on? Best what's new? I feel like we got some stuff that we haven't hit on, but I don't think we put it in the chat.
I mean, it's shit happening locally, but I don't think you tune into what's going on.
What you talking about? You talking about niggas beefing, going live, and talking shit about each other? Or you talking about?
Hendo dissing and Cartier dissing Hendo. You got a whole lot of Santana. Whole lot of Santana. I don't know. There's a new rapper. I forgot her name. Santana something. This and that. Red Rum Girl. Got people upset at. Got people upset with Debo for doing a song on Rich Baby because I guess Buck 50 shot the Buck 50 podcast. Buck 50, the great one. He did an interview with Debo and he asked him about like how that song with Rich Baby came about and then the situation. And Debo's like, bro, there's a lot of people from Jenny that was cool. People from Dewey or whatever it could be, and people, you know how that goes. So everybody got something to say about that.
Shout out to Buck 50, man. I've been catching that stuff lately. He been doing this thing. I think it's dope what he does, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, locally, Rochester stuff. Y'all niggas is tripping. Oh yeah, how the fuck we about to get out the show without talking about this? Chef G, man. Chef G.
I thought we addressed that last time. That's how.
Did we talk about Chef G last time?
That's when it happened. You the one that sent it in.
I did. Chef G, man. But it gets spookier. So they saying Chef gave they went out for a steakhouse for dinner to celebrate, sliding on the ops. Somebody got a chain and a bunch of stuff like that, man.
If I'm Chef G lawyer, bro, and this is me personally, that gotta be kind of weak. Cause honestly, bro, those are my friends.
I mean, yeah, but
those are my friends. I'm taking my friends.
No, I feel that, but for them to think that he got the chain for doing the drill, somebody talking.
Yeah.
It sounds weak as hell, but somebody's talking and able to connect money, a body, because one person died in that. 5 people were shot, one person died. Money, a body, and drugs. So they trying to RICO.
I like to give out 12 chains. I don't know, bro.
They trying to RICO him, man.
That should be that he could get like 5 to 10 conspiracy.
Not Max got 75 for conspiracy. I keep trying to tell you that, bro. Max got 75 for conspiracy. Conspiracy is something that is so hard to gauge, and they don't have a real punishment number. Like, remember, Max B, I think that was he went, his court was in Jersey. I want to say he got 75 in Jersey. New York and Jersey is pretty much similar, very much in a lot of their laws. It's a top 50 list. That's what I meant to say yesterday. Top 50 beats list, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Oh, hold on. I just seen you share the top 12 most overrated college basketball players since 2000.
I disagree with that list.
First of all, they disrespectful because you have to take O.J. Mayo and Michael Beasley off this list.
No, listen, everybody. Okay, so Adam Morrison, you can't put him on that. Let's just go one by one. Adam Morrison, you can't, because when he was at Gonzaga, he was that nigga. J.J. Redick at Duke, you see what he did. Sheldon Williams, I ain't watched Sheldon Williams play at Duke, but that's Candace Parker, baby dad. I ain't watching him play. I think I was too young. Well, I don't remember him, but I know who he is.
He was sorry. He was an ass, but he was sorry in the NBA.
Jahlil Okafor, he was getting Tim Duncan's comparison. He ain't doing that, bro. Did he win a championship, if I'm not mistaken, in 2015?
I don't think so.
Because for Jahlil Okafor won a championship, or he had a good team.
He had a good team.
His game just didn't transition over to the NBA.
He was doing in the first few years. It's just that after a while, everything.
Yeah, because the game went away from big man. He was kind of too slow, post game, you know. So I ain't gonna say he was overrated. It just didn't transition over to.
Bogut had Andrew Bogut had a great college career, and he had a good NBA career, even with the foot injuries. Yeah. Bogut came into the NBA Rookie of the Year. Y'all got to remember that. Y'all got to put some respect on Andrew Bogut's name.
Tyler Hansberg was that nigga on North Carolina. We're not gonna do that, bro. That nigga was that nigga, bro.
Yo, it's mad videos of him posterizing Draymond Green, going at it one-on-one with Blake Griffin. He was that guy.
His game didn't transition to the NBA. Derek Williams, freshman year, I think he had a good couple 3 seasons. Then he went to New York, had a good season. He just couldn't shoot, I guess. He was more
O.J. Mayo, yo, listen, man.
Y'all violate O.J. Mayo, bro.
Y'all gotta understand, man, because I think they're trying to say it in the NBA. O.J. Mayo, at one point in time, bro,
averaging 17.
He was him.
And you gotta remember who he was playing with too. He was playing with Mike Conley, Rudy Gay, Zach Randolph, and Marc Gasol. So if the average 17 in that lineup, bro.
OJ Mayo game. OJ Mayo was one of my favorite players. Like, even when he was in high school, he was one of my favorite players. OJ Mayo was that guy. Dog.
OJ Mayo and
Michael Beasley. Come on, man. Y'all niggas is disrespectful.
Bro, listen.
They said Michael Beasley was giving LeBron problems in practice. They said Michael Beasley he was the star player on the team, on the AAU team that had Kevin Durant. It was him. Y'all got to put some respect on Michael Beasley's name. Beasley's a dog. His 1 year at Kansas State was fucking bananas, bro. Y'all niggas ain't watched the tape. Y'all talking that.
The power OJ Mayo and Michael Beasley was never on the court problems. It was off court problems, bro. They couldn't stay out of trouble, bro. I think OJ
Mayo couldn't stop smoking weed. That's what his problem was.
He got banned from the league.
He couldn't stop smoking weed.
But even before Memphis, when he went to Milwaukee, he was doing his thing. I think he went to Dallas to do his thing with Dirk, bro.
He was dogging in Milwaukee. This is the team that had John Salmons, Michael Redd, what's old boy named Larry Sanders, and them guys, man.
There's certain niggas that just like Tyreek Evans, or Brandon Jennings. It's like if they could just focus on strictly basketball, they'd have been dogs in the league. But they had too much off court distractions to get to them, bro. Like the Brandon Jennings, the OJ Mayo, the Tyreek Evans, who else could I say? A couple more players.
Lance
Stevenson. Or everything's off court problems or their surroundings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The answers that come with them.
Always.
See, Ja would be in the same position as them right now, but he's a superstar. Like, the reason they just never made it to superstar level, they were stars. They never made it to superstar. And the NBA only took that for so long, so they booted them.
And you know what's so crazy going back to the Ja thing? There's wilder niggas in the NBA than Ja Morant. Like, super wild, dude. Like, John Wall is one of them. John Wall is turned. Like, when he want to be, John Wall was super turned. Like, he was on that. DeJounte Murray, on that. Them guys don't get in trouble. When do you hear something about off-the-court issues with...
DeMar DeRozan. Like,
when you hear off-the-court issues with these guys, you don't hear them.
Right, you got to separate the two. And them niggas that you could tell they come from... Nick Young. Like, niggas don't even know Nick Young come from a background that he was going to school.
Man, Zach Randolph. Zebo.
He's a GD, allegedly.
Zach Randolph, Rasheed Wallace, Bonzi Wells. These guys, some of them got in trouble, but they wasn't going out there putting themselves out there to get in trouble.
That was the surroundings put him in that position.
Exactly. Sometimes a little traffic stop may happen and then they caught up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Lou Williams. Look at niggas like he from
Lou Will, man. Who you got winning the finals at best? Who you got going to the finals right now?
Bro, what's my favorite team, bro?
I don't know.
My favorite team is Miami, bro. Why you act like you don't know?
I don't know, bro. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
You heard it here first. Miami winning the chair.
Also, all right, before we get, because I kind of brushed through boxing because I thought we was going to have Christine on. But Christine's not there, so I'm going to talk a little boxing real quick. Lomachenko, Devin Haney fought last night. Fight went all 12 rounds. I did bet a little couple dollars that Devin Haney was going to win. Devin Haney did win, but honest to God truth, I did not see it as Haney winning it. I kind of seen it split decision advantage Loma. I'm happy Haney won. I got my money. I think Haney fought very safe. He fought not to lose. He didn't fight to win. And everything was at his advantage because he's the champ. I do feel like Loma didn't do exactly enough to win it. If it went to the judges, if he would have got active a little bit earlier, it definitely would have been in his advantage. But if they would have fought this fight 5 years prior, like Devin Haney won it, he struggled with the older Lomachenko. I don't think he could beat that younger Lomachenko five years prior. Best don't watch boxing, so I don't know if you got anything to say to that. Mike, if you want to chime in at any point, you can say something.
I'm not complaining, but I fake watch the fight, but I don't really be knowing like all that.
Yeah, so it's just for me, what I was seeing, the power shots, Haney he was getting the power body shots early, but the cleaner combinations, the more active and busier fighter to me most of the night, and in control was Vasyl Lomachenko. That was the more active guy. I like Devin Haney. I do think Devin Haney was third before in the division, but after watching that fight, he might be fourth, or him and Lomachenko might be tied for third, spot in that 135 division. I do think if he fights Shakur Stevenson, who was in the ring last night, and told him that Devin Haney, he's number one for now, I think Shakur walks him down. If he fights Tank, I think Tank knocks him out in 7-8 rounds. Because he was struggling with Lomachenko, who's a left-handed fighter, and Tank is a left-handed fighter too. But unlike Lomachenko, Tank is is bigger, stronger, with more power. Lomachenko, he fought in 4 different weight class, 4 different divisions. So he's a guy smaller in stature. They said Devin Haney might go with the 140. Him versus Ryan Garcia will be interesting to see because Devin Haney is very technical. Ryan Garcia is quick, and he does have that left hook. And I will wonder how that would fare with the fact that Devin Haney sometimes struggles with left hands. So overall, it was a good fight. I think it could have went either way. I'm not mad at the fact that Haney won. But anytime somebody wins a unanimous decision in a fight that everybody and their mom can see was a close fight to score and hard to judge either way, you're out your goddamn mind. And in boxing, when rounds are close, they do usually give the advantage to the champion. Usually, not always. I said always earlier on my social media, and people was attacking me. Usually, if it's a close fight, they try to score those close rounds to the champion, which is why you can't leave a championship fight to the judges. You have to beat that person definitively.
Agree. Well, I know about boxing.
I'm dead. Best don't know shit about fighting.
I don't know, sis. I can't.
No, listen, anything else you want to throw out there before we get up out of here?
Man, the Q Pope party coming up. Terry Root party coming up.
You keep saying that like everybody in Rochester, bro. This is a national broadcast, man. We gotta start acting like it.
Yeah. Nah, we gotta get some more interviews on here, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
We can. If you want to book them, you can.
I'm gonna start getting some names on here.
I got some coming. 10 locked up.
He out now.
All right, because 10 was supposed to come on here. We got to get 10.
That's in the crib now. He picked up that case that you in the crib.
Oh shit, we don't have to get 10 on. We got 10 on. Free my nigga 10 off for house arrest, man. You know, my boy like to be outside. We got 10. We're gonna have Major League Polo, London, of course. The LA Giants. I talked to them. They said they down with being on the show. We gotta schedule that. That's gonna be some West Coast on there. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get an escort. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I'm gonna find one. We're gonna bring him on the show so they can tell you all about tricking and how it goes. And yeah, it's gonna be a kind of was it soft fight underbellies or something, one of those kind of episodes. We're gonna have one of those on here. Christine out there is in Miami having a grand old time. I'm soon due for a Miami trip myself. I'm waiting for my passport to get here so I can start acting bad a little bit, traveling out the country, and enjoying my last year in my 20s. Because I'm about to be 30 next year. God damn, time is kind of flying by.
Well, you touching 30.
Listen, I don't give a fuck, nigga. So some of you niggas ain't gonna see 30. So I ain't saying you best, but some of these niggas ain't gonna see 30. Y'all gonna be dead and gone, and a nigga like me gonna be fucking your baby mom. Show dead ass. I don't care, nigga. That sounded so fucked up. And I don't care. I'm about to clip that shit too. It is the truth. They're gonna die and niggas gonna be fucking your baby mom. That old nigga you told, oh yeah, he gonna be fucking your baby mom. Or your wife. It's the truth. It's the circle of life, nigga. Best, what should we go out to, man? We got a couple more minutes before we get about the show, man. What are you thinking, man? I got some Fetty Wap in here.
Oh, Mozzie home. Mozzie, let's go out to some Mozzie.
Oh,
bro.
my nigga Mozzie's home. Salute to Mozzie, man. Mozzie is home.
Dog signed a record deal too with Submit Entertainment. I forgot about that.
Shout out to that. Damn, it's so much stuff going on, and I feel like I don't know nothing that's going on at the same time. It was something else that happened, and I really can't remember what it was. I really can't. Shout out to the homegirl Courtney. She graduated today with her master's degree. Was it a master? Oh, PhD, I believe. PhD. Shout out to my homegirl Courtney. She graduated with a PhD, and she is going to be in mental health into therapy, doing private practice. So shout out to her. Academics posted something to somebody, and I just can't remember who it was, bro.
But Academics posted. You got an interview on the way with Dirk.
I knew that, but it was something else he posted, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was, because I meant to send it to you, and I don't.
Everybody, I want him going to where like Lil Pop died, Young Boy affiliate, playing Lil Durk music. I think.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to get into Gucci Mane's artists because I know you wish how you feel about that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, you don't care. Fuck him.
Former
fuck
artists, not current artists, former artists.
Yeah.
Oh, Rap TV. Those are the niggas I wanted to talk about. Hey, yo, Rap TV, yo. If you heard this, man, you know what you could do? Suck my dick. That's how I'm feeling. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Hold on. 3 gunshots for these niggas, because y'all niggas is terrible media, man. And y'all niggas be coming in out here, putting out a lot of false information, and niggas don't be jacking that. That shit is trash. And I've been saying for the longest, best I don't fuck with these niggas. I think that what they do is whack. Do they be informative? I guess you could say so, but it don't be accurate information, and that shit is whack. And y'all niggas don't even be coming from this shit for real. Y'all not really of the culture. So fuck y'all niggas. And I got something for y'all. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I don't got nothing for y'all. I thought I had. There we go. The bomb came after the fact. My bad, y'all. Fuck these niggas, man. We heard Jimmy Fox is doing better. His family keeping it private. The friends of the family is keeping it private. That's always dope. Soldier Boy was talking to Ice Spice before she blew up. I'm crying. Yo, Soldier Boy's always the first. Stop it, Soldier. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Cap alert. Cap alert. Listen.
That's just a week old. Ice Spice ain't denied yet.
That's the cap alert. That's the cap alert sign. It's cap.
Okay.
Stop the cap. Soldier be lying. Soldier be lying.
When you show the receipt, can you
if you show the receipt, I'll come back here and apologize. I'll apologize to Soldier.
All right.
I apologize to my boy Draco, but you be lying. You be lying like a motherfucker. Steve Kerr talked with the last interview of the season. He was saying that the culture hasn't been right since Draymond Green punched Mr. Munch in the face, Jordan Poole. And how do you feel about that? I mean, we know 500,000 on Ice Spice, getting punched in the face by Draymond, playing like shit in the playoffs. What do you think is the next move for Jordan Poole? Does he stay there or do they get rid of him?
He probably feel like he deserves a bigger role.
He don't have no wiggle room though, because they just signed him to that big ass contract.
Somebody out there want him.
Think so?
Nope.
So you're saying you getting rid of Dre, you keeping Draymond and getting rid of Jordan Poole?
Jordan Poole's gonna force his way out of that situation. That took us months old, bro, and they still ain't get over it. So you need that. You know, when you got like a affection in the locker room, not affection, but like a bug in the locker room. You gotta get rid of that. It's only gonna get worse unless they become men and put that business to the side. That thing happened in the beginning of training camp last year. You feel me? They still ain't get over that. It's been a whole year, not a whole year, but you done went through mad 82 games with this guy, bro. That should have been water under the bridge.
Nah, he punched me in my face, bro. You owe me for life.
I fight it out, keep it pushing. We grown ass men.
You a grown ass man that sucker punched him at the end of the day.
It happens. People that pop people in the hood all the time, bro.
It's not the hood, bro. It's just not the hood, man. It's just not the hood. Yeah. So we got 2 minutes left. We about to get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm probably about to play a couple minutes of some drinks. Yeah, it's the Controversial Best in Super Show, and I'm here with the Boisterous, slowly maturing, need more hoes best. And we had our co-host earlier, Christine. You feel me? Shout out to the beautiful and always controversial Christine. But we about to rock out, and it's always yours, the best pod in the world, best, smoothest, coolest, best host in the world. I said best host in the world, best, one of the best there. Smoothest, coolest host in the world, Vic Swoops. And we about to get the fuck up out of here, and y'all gonna listen to a little bit of Fetty Wap while we go.